My name's Randle. I'm the Regional Director for Ironman New Zealand. I'm basically accountable for the delivery of all the 7 Ironman events in New Zealand, from Auckland Marathon all the way through to Ironman New Zealand right behind us here, through to the mountain bike races on the South Island. The best thing about Blerter is its ability to essentially crowdsource information from a management team point of view that we wouldn't otherwise have access to, whether that's photographs of a particular incident, athlete details, all the way through to just those simple things like the geolocation. All of that information in one spot that's recorded and we can refer back to is really, really powerful for us. If we rely on the management team, that's 30 pairs of eyes that can see about a 50-metre radius. But if we expand that to the 2,200 volunteers we have here, we suddenly get the ability to get masses of information into our operations centre in a really simple fashion. Even when you're working with a largely locally based contract team and volunteer base, the way that they describe things can be really, really different. So having that geolocation is absolutely priceless for us. I got a blurt that there was an unauthorized drone flying over the bike course. Usually that information would have probably been phoned through by someone who didn't really know where they were positioned. It came through real quick, and before it was even acknowledged, I was on my way to that position because it was geolocated, and was basically able to deal with that situation without anyone needing to coordinate anything. Blerter would help us with communication just first and foremost by standardizing the way we do that. So everybody's using the predefined terminology and the predefined situations that are most common. And also on the back end, we are able to use that information and distribute our resource to assist with dealing with that situation a lot quicker. It can be quite isolated as a volunteer, particularly 40 kilometres up the road, and this just brings them closer to the team, and it gives them a really easy way of communicating with us and feeling connected, which they wouldn't otherwise have. So in the past, we may have had people in certain situations and they wouldn't know how to deal with that, and they wouldn't actually know how to ask for help, and Blerter puts that right in their fingertips with the mobile app. It's everything. I mean, it's easy to download. It's very familiar for people now to use apps, and it's really tactile. It's very straightforward. I think we've proved in the last 48 hours here that hundreds of people can use it very easily without too much training. I think today's trial in particular, with that massive group of users that we didn't have in before, has shown the real potential for it. And actually it's the people who aren't connected in any other way or any consistent way with the two-way radios where the massive benefit is for us. And just seeing the information that's coming back today from people saying that volunteers are out there with no high vis, all the way through to reporting near misses with cars, the amount of information that I have appearing in my pocket, I don't have that in any other way.